Welcome to the channel again, cartoon car lovers. So if you like tuned car models around 164, I have a whole bunch of them, hundreds of them on this channel if you want to check them out. Okay, so this is by a brand called Timothy and Pierre. I've actually reviewed a different colorway of this, but I looked on AliExpress and they were pretty cheap because no one's buying these things. So I got this thing for less than $20. For a resin model, that's pretty inexpensive. Resin models are like $60 and up. So Timothy and Pierre does make realistic models, but I really don't buy them anymore because the Porsche 911 I have from them is actually smaller than 1/64 scale. But for cartoon things, I don't care what scale it is. There's actually a hologram here, as if someone's going to copy this thing, which probably wouldn't happen, but whatever. Okay, so standard slide cardboard thing, and then we have a standard size case, which is nice, so you can stack it up on other things. But keep in mind that screw I have scratched the tops of other ones underneath, so I usually put some tape over that. Okay, well, okay, decent enough friction fit there. And I'm not going to take this off the base, there's going to be nothing on the bottom of this thing anyways. This thing is a really nice display plaque here. It's there's 400 or so of this Blanc thing in blue, and this is etched away. This Bugatti relief here is in the text. It's actually etched into the metal, so that's pretty cool. Helps fill up this void. Now, cool little images, but I guess there's no reason to compare it to those. So let's just get right into this tuned model here. So the paint livery of this is actually in the real world. It's like a collaboration with the ceramics company, and they hand painted all these reflections with the same kind of paint in the ceramics, I guess. That's my understanding of it. So starting with the front, we have some nice grille texture, and I have to assume those black grills are separate pieces because the separation of color is so good with the white body. And then inside that middle grille there's a Bugatti logo. Let me zoom in here. Well, yeah, oh no, it is legible. Maybe that's a decal. It's very shiny, like a foil sticker decal thing. And you can see the fineness of this hand-painted thing. I have a suspicion it's all a decal. And the question is it under a clear coat or not? We'll have to see the rest of the model. The headlight covers are really nice, very clear, and then they have 3 light buckets or something behind them, so that looks pretty three-dimensional. Going around to the side. Oh yeah, see, that's a decal. That's an air pocket over that gap. So you really don't want to touch these things. I'm going to put this back in the case after and never touch it again. The wheel is okay. There's no center EB logo. Would have been nice to have that, but it's a nicely molded wheel with 2 levels of spokes. There's no brakes on these things. Although there is room, they could have had them, but no, it's just all black back there. It's interesting that the tire is so sunken in. It's slammed so low to the ground, but I guess this looks kind of cool. This side vent actually goes in quite a bit. There's no black paint though. And then that side vent, yeah, sadly there's no black paint there either. I'm going to assume this is a door handle. It's sticking out quite a bit. The mirror here is nice. It's got this pinstriping there, and it's got some silver paint. And then this fuel filler cap is actually a photo etched piece of metal, so that's really nice. But the wrinkliness of the decal, not so much. The rear tires, very tall, of course, and same nice detail. I think the wheels are the same size, just the tire size is different, very much like a Choro Q. But the rear tire is not slammed into the body, so it's a little gappy compared to the front. Let's go around to the back. So we have some red paint for the reflectors there on the quarter panel. And then we have some translucent red taillights, so there's light bouncing around there. And there's some silver in the middle for, I assume, the backup lights. And then we have the third brake light in painted red. And then this nice shiny foil EB logo. It's a little crooked, oh well. Separate pieces here for the grills, look good. Nice silver exhaust tip, and whoa, that's a lot deeper than I thought it would go. And then you have some black around the outside, which is also recessed. What's odd is there's no license plate. It would have been cool to have one of those. I'll have to add one myself later. This side, no quality control problems, so that's good. So there's no interior, as you can probably pick up on. It's just a painted black window set there, and I guess that's okay. The rear engine, yeah, it's exposed. Decent enough details for a cartoon car. And then the roof scoops, they are almost like a different blue, because I don't think they're covered in a decal. It's almost like, you know, this blue looks darker than this blue, but this is all a decal. See all the wrinkliness? So pleasantly, no major air pockets, only along the creases, the panel cuts, there's air pockets. So, boy, I don't know what's going to happen over time. You know, if this whole thing is just going to peel up and become a disaster. Nice little photo etch piece, and it's interesting. This photo etch piece, I think, is bent because of the curvature of the body. That one looks pretty flat, but this one kind of get the impression that it's bent. See? I could be wrong. Well, still, for the price that I paid for this, it's fantastic. It's well executed. Alright, let's check out a few other resin cartoon cars. There's actually a decent amount out there. This is a Ferrari 250 GTO, and it's by a brand, what, Ericu, I think? Boy, it's such a mirror, this nameplate. Little Egg is the, if you want to search that, but I'm pretty sure they're all sold out. The only problem with this one is it only has one wiper blade. And that's weird. Why they would cheap out on that when it's a resin model. But it actually has an interior, so that's a big plus. Here's another Timothy and Pierre, but it's the LaFerrari in this cool pink. So same setup, just different model, no brakes or anything like that, but still very well executed. Nice paint job, and no major decals, you know, just the emblems. So this one will stay nice for a long time. What might not stay nice are these bases. This is like a felt, fake felt. This is like a fake leather or something. So I have a feeling those are going to crack over time. This one here is by who? This Porsche. Also Little Egg. Okay. So, yeah. There is a realistic version of this car done by Fuel Me. And so, I forgot which one I got first. But this one has a nice interior as well, with all the thin windows and everything. So it's quite amazing. A little tow hook there. All the little details you'd find on a realistic looking resin car, but then it's shrunken further, and yet there's still a lot of details. So that's pretty impressive. So there, you can take a look at those. And let's go to a top view here. Still got two more to show. Alright, so I'm going to get these out of here. So here's that other one that I reviewed a long time ago. Just the black and red version. Same exact casting. I did add my own license plate. So that's nice, I guess. This is such a wacky paint job. That's why I got it again. I got it because it was cheap. Who am I kidding? I'm a cheap person. Alright, and then here's the realistic version. And this is by, I don't know, one of those fly-by-night operations that won't take credit for their work. So, this is a black version, I guess. I don't know if there's a black paint job in the real world. I missed out on the blue one. That's going to have to do. But now you can see the deformation. It's not quite half as short. It's maybe 30% shorter, but it's roughly the same width. Yeah. I actually prefer cartoon cars versus real ones, because real ones I expect to be perfect, and they very rarely are perfect. But if it's a cartoon car, I don't expect it to look perfect, so I'm a lot more lenient on those. They're just funner to collect because I don't have to be so serious. Why so serious? So I have reviews on all those, of course. And I feel like this is kind of the kind of car that the Count would be rolling around in. Well, very well today. Thank you for watching, and I guess we'll see you the next time one of these resin cars comes out. The cute ones. Bye now.